Hydra Vision was a studio that created the first Obscure, and it closed, unfortunately, a few months ago. So all the teams that work on this title, I was the project manager, the producer of this title. We found it so disappointing not being able to finish the game, because most of people working on this worked also on Obscure and Obscure 2. So we've been living with this game for almost 10 years, so it's a part of us. So we decided to create a new studio to be able to finish the game.
You mentioned Obscure and Obscure 2 there. Those were survival horror games,
that's right.
Whereas this is quite a different game, isn't it?
Yeah. You're right. The main source of inspiration when we decided to create Obscure back in 2004 were teen slasher movies, like Scream, or I Know What You Did Last Summer, or I would say also The Faculty. And 10 years after these games, we decided to do a new Obscure, but things have changed in 10 years, so you don't see much teen slasher movies anymore in theaters right now. So we understood that things changed in 10 years, and we decided that we would have to change also, because otherwise, if we stuck with obscure survival horror, realistic art, and so on, we would have been outdated at once. So we decided to do something new to rejuvenate the license. So first, we decided that this game would be for digital distribution, XBLA, PSN, and PC, probably Steam. So to match this kind of distribution, we decided that art style should be more cartoony. And how do you want to make an horror, survival horror game with a cartoony style? So we told ourselves that doesn't match. So rather than doing a survival horror game, let's make a pure action game. But we've got obscure legacy in this game. For example, it's still about students fighting against monsters for their lives. We have student archetypes. You can see the big body. That is all about raw power. And you have the cheerleader. In every teen slasher movie, you've got a cheerleader who dies really quick, but we needed a cheerleader. And we've got also the good-looking guy that is bad boy, always wearing firearms. Yeah. And the last one is a new one. It's Nathan, and Nathan is a geek. Right. So really specialized in technological stuff and explosives.
This is a 4-player game, so you can have 4 people playing all of these characters at once.
Yes, we will have a solo mode, but we thought of the game for mainly multiplayer. So we will have a multiplayer cooperative mode up to 4 players. This is also a legacy of Obscure, because in Obscure we had 2 players offline cooperation mode. So we wanted to have to keep cooperation mode because it's funny. With friends to play in cooperative mode.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned that there. It seems to have quite a sense of humor, this game.
Yes, we wanted to keep the student humor, so not to be serious,
So it's being released for XBLA. How long is the campaign? How much gameplay are people going to get out of it?
So we will have 8 scenarios taking place into 3 huge environments. Huge environments is important for us because we don't have linear maps like in Shank, for example, where you cross a long corridor. And we will have overall 8 scenarios, and each scenarios will take around 30 minutes in solo mode. Then with the points you've earned, you can unlock, you've got experience points, and you will be able to unlock new weapons, new physical characteristics, and new abilities. So to level up a character at maximum, you will have to play, to cross the game 1.5 or 2 times, and you've got 4 characters, so that's a long lifetime, and I would say in multiplayer, it's like for Left 4 Dead, it's infinite, nearly infinite.
How has the reaction been from fans of the original Obscure games when they've seen this?
We don't have feedback yet. I can imagine that a lot of fans will be disappointed, but that's why I insist a lot on the fact that this is not a sequel, it's not a prequel, it's a spin-off. It's a spin-off, so let's say it's a brand new game.
Okay. There'll be references to the original games there for people who look out for them.
Yes, we will have a non-playable character that is called Shannon, and the Obscure fans know her very well because she was in the first Obscure, in Obscure 2 as well, and it's one of the characters that doesn't die.
Right. So I was talking to the other producer who was saying that every non-playable character in the game dies.
Yeah, that's right, but not Shannon.
Okay.
No, it was impossible because if fans are disappointed by a new genre, making Shannon die would have been too much.